Good morning, everybody. Today we're here at the trailhead for Hedgehog Mountain. We're going to do a loop over Hedgehog on the U.N.H trail. Should be just under 5 miles and about 1,300 feet. Beautiful day. Yeah. Let's hit the trail. So we started up at Downes Brook Trailhead, and from there there's a 0.2 mile connector that goes to the U.N.H trail. So a couple different options out of this trailhead. You can use it to get into the Sandwich Range on Downes Brook, or you can actually go the other direction and go to Potash. Definitely pretty reasonable if you do want to do Hedgehog and Potash in the same day, but for today we're just doing Hedgehog. Ash and I came up here in, I believe, 2020, so it'll be cool to revisit. We don't really remember it super well. I don't see any puddles.
Do you see one puddle on the ground?
I don't see any puddles, buddy. It's pretty dry here in the whites. So we're at the part of the trail where it splits and loops up over Hedgehog. We've done the loop clockwise before, but in light of knocking out the majority of the elevation again, I think we're gonna go counterclockwise up to Allen's Ledge, which should be our first viewpoint. And then it's a little ways to the summit from there of Hedgehog, but should be a bunch of ledges and nice lookouts. I remember there's really nice views out to Kancamagus Whiteface, since we're really just to the north of those two 4,000 footers. And maybe views of Washington. Stay tuned. So we're starting to climb up to Allen's Ledge right after that junction. Steep, but not awful by White Mountain standards. Doable with my daughter. And we're passing through, it looks like a nice, maybe hemlock forest, some kind of evergreen, but there's some really tall trees in here. Pretty neat feel. Taking the spur trail up to Allen's Ledge. Let's see what we can see.
Where's the summit go?
This is just a lookout, buddy. This is Allen's Ledge.
It's Allen's Ledge.
Wow, pretty.
We gotta hike a little more. We gotta hike a little more.
Wow.
For real.
We got really awesome views from Allen's Ledge to kick things off. You can see kind of looking across the Kank. I believe you can see Tremont, Table Mountain, the moats. You can see Chikura poking up in the distance. And I believe Paugus poking out from what I think is sort of the Sandwich Range wilderness over there to our right. Really pretty. A little up off the junction, but not bad at all. Pretty good footing. Beautiful. That was a nice little viewpoint on Allen's Ledge, and we're continuing up the U.N.H trail to the summit of Hedgehog.
That was just a view.
Yes, that was just a view, Rylan. We're not at the summit yet. Getting there, though. I think it's about another 0.6 or so. And more up.
That was just a view. That was just a view up there.
So we're about 900 feet of gain in. It's been mostly moderate until Ashley mentioned that, and it's going up pretty good up to the summit of Hedgehog, but nothing ridiculous, good footing. A couple scrambles here and there. Very manageable. Everything's super dry because there's been like no rain in the northeast lately. Nice family hike. Blah. Oh man. Good job, Mommy.
Good job.
We're getting close to the proper summit. Did about another couple 100-foot climb. It looks like we've got just a couple 100 feet left to get to the summit of Hedgehog. Ryland's very, very excited today for the summit. We're getting there, buddy. We're getting there. So as we're approaching the summit of Hedgehog, it looks like we've got our first big view outlook. So this first little viewpoint that's off to your right as you're approaching the summit of Hedgehog, you got kind of past the Conway in front of us, and then looking across you can see the Tri-Pyramids, a bunch of the Sandwich Range, and then sort of the valley with Kank and Potash. Then we got Carrigan, the Hancocks, and you can just about make, I think, probably Mount Webster out and sort of the edge of Crawford Notch. You can sort of see the slides where 302 is over there. Very cool. So here we are on the summit of Hedgehog, and it's beautiful. You see Chikura, and I believe Mount Paugus directly behind us, and then you got past the Conway looming back there. Very pretty.
That'll get you in shape. My husband carried her. He carried her? Wow. Impressive.
Nothing like a little summit snack. So I had a little snack and some water on the summit of Hedgehog. We're going to keep moving down around the loop.
We're gonna go backward now.
Well, not quite yet. We have a little bit more of a hike left. There should be a really nice viewpoint from some eastern ledges below. Really nice view for the effort up here on Hedgehog. directly in front of us descending down here. We've got an awesome view of Kancamagus right in front of us. Really can see the nice pyramid-shaped cone. And the reason why it's very steep, anybody who's done Kancamagus before, I'm sure is familiar with. Last mile or so, no matter which direction you go, is very steep up to the summit cone. Rylan, you see Mount Kancamagus in front of us?
Yeah.
Daddy's been up there before. The trail descends very steeply. Done some scrambles and stuff on this side of Hedgehog. Got some dog friends that seem to be following us, that I think are a ways away from their owners. But they're friendly. Just gets a little annoying when they're running up behind us when we're trying to carefully maneuver down some sections. Oh, man.
The dog's gonna be in the shot too.
Might as well be our dog. Been with us for like half a mile probably.
Yum. Yum.
Had a little bit of a pointless up and down. And we're going up to the eastern ledges, which should be another great viewpoint before we start to go back down into the woods. Really pretty pine forest on this side too. So made it to the eastern ledges. See the summit of Hedgehog up behind us. Another outstanding viewpoint from these beautiful ledges. Gorgeous. These eastern ledges are really something. Almost a better view really than the actual true summit of Hedgehog. So we're coming up on our last viewpoint, I believe, of the loop just past those eastern ledges. And we'll begin making our descent back to the car. Really good view of Chikura. So I'd say here we have arguably the best views that we've had all day. You can see all the way across from the moats to Chikura, to Mount Paugus, to Kancamagus. I think Rylan's very much enjoying it as well. Beautiful views. I think I've said beautiful probably about 10 times today, but it's beautiful.
I feel like I remember this from the first time we did it.
Yeah.
Like this part.
feel like you used to watch Pride and Prejudice like all the time.
That's what I'm saying. That's my idea.
Oh. Almost back to where this split happens, where we start to make our way up to Hedgehog in the counterclockwise loop. This side's been a little bit more washed out, it seems like, going down. The footing's been fine and everything. If anything, it's been just a little sketchy with birch leaves covering everything, so you just really gotta watch your step. Probably a mile or so left to get back to the car. Temperatures rebounded pretty nicely from this morning. It was like in the 20s, and I think at probably the low 30s at the trailhead when we started, but probably in like the 50s now down here. Looks like we're back to the trail junction and the last stretch back to the trailhead. This section had a lot of little up and downs. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm carrying Rylan on my back, but definitely feeling them. Almost there. Almost there. Final point 2 back to the car. Rylan is snoring. Great day. So just gonna get back to the lot, and we've got a ride home, hopefully with not too much traffic. So I guess at this point, we'll see you in the next one.